I claim to be greatest of all times, but I never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gonna do with it? Stop playing with it, baby. Nah. If you gonna do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. Cause you're not built like that.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Cause I ain't like it, okay, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Yeah, stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, cause I ain't like it, okay, yeah, then I hit that.
Find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
at the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Ryan. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2nd down.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Ryan. Complete to Jones. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge for the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. It's caught inside the 25. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Vikings 3.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, Falcons.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Ryan. And it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 36. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's got some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for a Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Viking, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Ryan. Intercepted. Picked off at the 45. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Down by Earl Thomas.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is going to be incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an diagnose that one, close quickly, and help force the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
A gain of 23 yards.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms, and this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers, but that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there, and not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league as a wide receiver.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Falcons.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Shotgun with Gurley, and he'll be taken down at the 34.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Throwing on second and 8. Ryan going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now a run with Cook. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I'll give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Flush to his right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Minnesota Vikings.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from inside the 5. They try again with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Vikings 25.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Bryant will bring the Falcons up now first and 10, just shy of the 30. He gives to Gurley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Falcon first down.
On first down, Ryan. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To try again after the sack, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Handoff comes to Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Again, it's Cook. First down, much more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. On 1st and 10, Cousins dancing to his left. Oh, going for Jefferson. This is caught at the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Minnesota. 55 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run with Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
They run it again with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Vikings 32, Falcons 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Smith to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And it'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
On the carry.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. Forced out to his left. And it is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
The 27-yard line.
Gun. 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 Here we go.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally Certainly a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. A give to Cook out of the gun. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
43-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
It's a pickup of 6.
9-yard line.
A give. This is Cook. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Coming right. This is Cook on the toss play. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
49-yard attempt.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Number 21.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Down at the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year, and the Falcons get a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones, the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Minnesota Vikings.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Tack McKinley, the UCLA product, the one who brought him down.
The 36-yard line.
Keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
6-yard loss.
Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Easy.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
He's brought down
A gain of 3, second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. shotgun. It's Cousins. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get an interception, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L.